Yo, 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 how's it going, everyone? Welcome to episode 70 of Danganronpa 2, Chapter 5. We are, I think, 3/4 of the way through the class trial. Do you remember what's going on?
Yeah, we were trying to figure out the poison part.
Yes.
That's what I remember.
Basically, so we've determined that poison has something to do with this class trial. We don't really know how it got there, and then Akane's like, oh, the container was probably just laying with the fire grenade containers. Mm-hmm. And then Hajime's like, whoa, brain blast. And then he's being dramatic again, because he always is. What is, or that's not his.
He's trying to be Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, he's got the little point on his head. Jimmy Neutron has like a curl thing on his head.
And he just ends up being Carl?
I mean, no, if anything, like, I don't know.
What was the other guy's name?
Well, Carl is the other one, and then there's
Carl.
There's
and
the spiky haired,
the cooler guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Yeah.
Sheen, yeah. He looks more like a Sheen, if anything. Anyway, what is this feeling just now?
He's not as fun, though.
That's true. That's very true. Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head.
By the way, I've only seen like 3 episodes of Jimmy Neutron.
Oh, dude, can we binge watch it, please? Actually, no, can we watch the movie? Have you ever seen the movie?
I've seen the one where he goes into Timmy Turner's world.
Oh, the crossover. Yeah, the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Yeah.
That was so good.
And then there's a couple other ones.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, God, Brent, we're going to have to do a Hangman's Gambit. It's my least favorite minigame. We have to figure out what kind of container did Nagito put the poison in?
The ninja. No.
Begins with an F. Where did they store the poison?
The free.
Not the free world. There's no free world in Danganronpa.
The
Come on, man.
Fern?
The fern! Yes, they stored it in a fern. Fire.
Fire grenade.
There you go.
I was trying to come up with something else, but they just couldn't give me enough letters to figger something out.
Yeah, that's fair. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. These were the things that I had the most trouble with. I forgot the R. Ugh. Yeah, I had to actually look up some of these when I did this by myself. Mainly because, I don't know, like, nobody's got time to figure it out.
I like how I pronounce grenade.
Grenade?
Yeah, I spell it. If I say it fast enough, I say grenade.
Grenade? Oh, yeah, I get that.
Just an angry nade.
An angry grenade. Okay, then. Alrighty.
That's what I was thinking about the last, 20 seconds. I had to say it so I could stop thinking about it.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's typical Brent. Yeah, the worst one that I had to do was the bamboo sword, I believe. Oh, yeah. From Chapter 2. That was really crappy.
I remember that because I saw that's the only one that I know about all of this, because I saw the what? Yeah, that's not his name. That is his name. Jung-sung?
Who are you talking about?
No, Sungwon. Jeez.
Pro ZD?
Yeah. Why the Jung-sung? Oh, because I know a Jung-sung. That's fine.
Sungwon.
Sungwon.
Yeah.
I had to remember there's you sing.
Yeah.
You sang.
Oh, right, yeah. The Danganronpa skit. Oh, my God. Oh, jeez.
But anyways, he has it on that, and then he said bamboo sword.
Yeah, oh right, yeah.
Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades. Which means
I still don't think
Nagito
they should be called
exchange
fire
the
grenades.
contents of a fire
Because
grenade?
fire grenades sound more like a Molotov cocktail.
Yeah, that has to be it.
Right? Like they sound like grenades
When I
that should
first
cause
discovered those
fire.
grenades,
Right?
I tried to study them a little bit. but
Extinguishing grenades.
Yeah,
The
right? Like,
canister was
yeah,
completely
extinguisher
sealed shut
grenades
by
or
a layer of
something. Or
aluminum
just
underneath
like
the lid.
Or
water grenades or something.
Just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true.
What if it was
but
just water
there was
balloons?
no sign of using an
They didn't have any
adequate
fire grenades. It was just water
That's-
balloons.
Did you say aluminum?
Yeah.
Hajime.
Water balloons are the opposite of fire grenades.
I mean, yeah,
So
that
then
pretty
there's
much
no
is.
mistake.
Yeah.
Nagito
Oh.
definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Uh-huh.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
But
Sonia's
if he-
words are proof that the poison
If it's just
was swapped
one,
with the contents
then
of a
you gotta
fire
get lucky
grenade.
with the one.
Huh?
Okay, there's so many problems with that.
Well, don't worry, we'll get to
Okay.
it. Sonia's words contain a clue of the content. Okay, what is it? Sonia's words contain a clue that the contents of a fire grenade was swapped with the poison. I think because they mentioned something about aluminum, so I think that's where the blue piece of paper
Yeah.
is supposed to
That's,
come into
that's
play.
the
I can
aluminum.
prove it with
Yeah.
Aluminium.
It'd be really funny if they
We
just
found
lost
this under
one piece of
Nagito's bed
evidence
when we
and
were
then the
investigating
entire
this
they couldn't figure out the entire trial. Like imagine if they didn't find this blue piece of aluminum, but they have all this evidence that
That's
says
just
like,
a
no,
piece of
Nagito
trash."
probably set this whole thing up for one of us to kill him or something.
No.
But then
that
they
is
just like
not
give
just
up
a
on
piece
it
of trash.
and they lose because they didn't have one piece of
The seal I saw
evidence.
on that fire grenade matched
Ah,
this.
there you
It was
go.
the same aluminum.
There was no context to how big that
found the
aluminum
aluminum
piece
seal in
was.
the
No.
That's why I'm like, is it like this big? Or like-
Oh
I
yeah.
thought it would be like the size of.
More. That's
How
not
can
the
I
only thing we found in Nagito's
convey
room.
this?
Well, like a bottle size, right? Like the size of a coin. That's what I thought
It was the size of the coin. That's
Yeah.
what it was showing. But I thought it was the size of like a coffee pot.
He also found a gas mask
Oh.
and gloves under his bed too.
Yeah, it's jerk off kit.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue?
So what if somebody
Nagito
dropped
put
it
the
and just
poison
killed
in the
up
grenade
everyone?
canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right?
You know what?
And then
That's
did it by accident, and then would it be Nagito who killed them, or would it be the person who had the grenade?
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already.
I don't know.
I mean, it would be more than one person, so that means who would be to blame for that immediately?
I think
You're
It sounded like it froze, by the way.
no. You know what? I
I had
don't.
questions.
Yeah.
It just means that there
And
wasn't
my
an
brain is
accomplice
not
after all.
thinking of any good answers to give you.
I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I
End
admit
of
that there
stores.
wasn't an
No more
accomplice.
stores.
That was just my misunderstanding. You're right. In actuality, the truth
Oh.
is even more horrifying.
There were two
What did you
accomplices.
say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
There is one person not involved.
Yeah. Turns out everyone is an accomplice.
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide. No, it's not.
Oh.
Chiaki?
They gotta stop talking in
I just
absolutes.
realized
It's
it.
making them all look like idiots.
Dude, it's that's how
That's
this
the
game.
point of making it all so dramatic,
Realized
though.
what?
Yeah, man. Because if everything is absolute, then it's
know
like
Nagito
when it
used
gets
the grenade
refuted
canister
or
to
when
store the poison.
evidence comes up that contradicts it. It's like, whoa, they did the impossible.
was it
Oh my
determined?
gosh.
You know what I've learned of
When
this
did
game?
Nagito breathe in
What?
the
Is that
poison?
if you talk to anybody and they're always talking in
I thought
absolutes,
along those
No.
lines.
they're a very
That's when I
dramatic person.
realized it.
Yeah.
So don't really invest much time with them.
Well, hold on. They could also just really like anime. I mean, maybe they just really love anime and they have adopted the, typical anime protagonist
Happened at the
syndrome or
same
whatever. Maybe. The moment the fire grenades were brought and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. Could that same moment be when the sprinklers activated, when the fire started, when we all threw the grenades, when the spear fell? Well, if the poison was in the fire grenades, it would have been when we threw the grenades.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
9 seconds
Are
left.
you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
uh-huh.
Yeah.
A little slow to the. My whole point I had with this
When
is
we
that
all threw the
if only
grenades to
one
put out
had
the
a
fire in the
the poison on it, the fire still would go out with the other real
And it
ones.
converted to poison gas.
And it wouldn't,
Oh yeah. I
unless
mean,
you put poison on every single one that
That is
made
true.
nullified
Then
all the other
person who
ones.
brought
Or
the
he
Or he
poison-
just used them beforehand.
I was gonna say he might have just like dumped them out or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the other ones, so that's why it didn't work, is because like one of them he filled up with poison, the other ones he just like dumped out, so they didn't work. Maybe, I would assume. And then the sprinklers went to, save the day,
One of us
which also eliminated the poison because the
grenade that
poison.
killed Nagito?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, big plot twist. One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito.
Hold on a sec. The Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
Oh my god. What a plot twist.
But you said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Yeah, but evidence
Then
came
who
up
killed
that
Nagito?
contradicts it.
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the poisoned fire grenade was, well, it would have been Nagito, right? Because he was the one that
it was in his room and all that.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. They're giving me all these questions that are like
was
throwing me for a
Nagito,
loop because they're really obvious.
just
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, it's Danganronpa. It must be the least obvious thing.
The warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade.
I don't know why. Can you answer that?
Why- it was
Nagito.
see.
Yeah, everything was Nagito.
That was also Nagito.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire to make someone throw poison to get our attention to commit suicide to destroy the evidence.
likely the top one.
Yeah.
I see.
I see.
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
But he says it.
Yeah.
He set the warehouse
I
on
say.
fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap,
A trap?
preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito.
I'm surprised it's taking them so long to realize that that is what happened.
It
Like
was
they
all a trap to
I
make
don't know.
Annabelle
Yeah,
throw
I saw the
poison
blood on the
grenade.
thing, and I'm like, the above him. I'm like,
Seriously, I'm asking
this has got to
you
be
who threw
connected
it.
to killing himself.
Oh, yeah.
right, he immediately
I don't
killed
know.
himself.
Yeah,
The
right?
person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Oh.
Could it be? Was that Nagito's trap?
This
Uh-huh.
wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason,
He made him an
the fire
accomplice,
grenade that he filled with
not an
poison with the
actual
other grenades.
instigator.
True.
So technically, he did not kill. No, somebody else didn't kill him.
Uh,
And apparently, you
murder
don't
nobody
get
can solve.
away with it. Apparently,
was
you're not
Nagito's
counted
true
as a
goal.
murderer when you're accomplice to
Well,
a murder.
I think it's different because like it was Nagito was the one who set it up, but he was the victim, right? So they're gonna say that because the person that, even though he prepared it, he technically just prepared it, and like even though he knew someone was gonna throw it and set it up that way, they're gonna say no, it was the person who actually threw the thing is the killer, because technically it is them. It's yeah.
But they're.
Yeah.
Nagito did not
But I'd
commit
say
murder.
in an actual trial,
Instead,
Yeah,
it was not like
someone
that.
else is killing him?
I think we've established that this is the furthest thing from a legit trial.
To do that,
This is,
set a trap
let's
to
get in a
force someone
circle
to
and
kill
talk
him.
about, a murder and then just, I don't know, blame someone.
The poison and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
How many times do you think we're going to see this scene?
like 6 more
All
times,
the fire
Probably.
grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor.
because they're gonna
Because of
try to
that,
lure you into
Nagito,
thinking it's one of
who
those
was
three.
laying face up on the floor,
Oh.
was able to breathe
Well,
in the dense
technically
poison.
everyone threw a
Yeah,
grenade.
everyone threw a grenade.
Yeah.
Then,
But they're just specifically showing you those 3.
Oh, true.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right.
You don't know
Nagito's
that.
killer is the one who made him breathe the poison.
Are you fucking serious?
I mean, I guess
Was his
in the
trap
end, it doesn't
all
really
along?
matter what people think because Monokuma gets to decide.
Yeah.
Right?
Even the
So
wounds all over
even
his
if they
body,
could prove,
it was
like,
all
hey,
messed with the evidence
technically
for what
Nagito
actually
still killed
happened.
himself, Monokuma will just be like, that's boring. It's one of you
His
guys.
true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
Ah.
He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can't
I mean,
be
it's not
solved
really
is
a fake
destined to be
suicide.
solved in the
You still, like, technically
However,
killed yourself,
he
even though
also
somebody else
prepared a
killed you.
mystery
He
that
set it up so
couldn't
he
be
can die for
solved.
sure.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still in the realm of suicide.
Yeah.
As you solve mysteries
It's just
and
more
bolster your
elaborate
hope,
and involves
a
another
huge
person.
mystery
Yeah.
comes along and slaps
An accomplice.
you in your faces.
Would
Yeah.
you say an accomplice?
Yeah, you know what? I might say an accomplice. I
For
very well
those
might
of
say
you
an
who
accomplice.
believe there
Or
are
accomplice.
no
Accomplice.
unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault. Because
Because
told you
I'm
all
the
about
one who
fire
threw it.
grenades.
I mean, it would have made sense if
so
Sonya
sorry.
was the
Please, Mommy,
accomplice,
as a
because she
killer.
was acting very sus the entire time.
That's not the fucking issue here.
Yeah.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Who do you think the killer is, Brent? Just very quickly before we continue.
I'm just gonna go with Sonya still.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we
Because
could make a
this
decision.
seems too
That's
far
why we're at
over
an impasse.
Akane's head to have come up with all of this.
That's very
does
true.
not know who the
That is
killer
very
is,
true. And
right?
Sonya, like we did bring up earlier, was the one who was like, hey guys, let's go get the fire grenades located in the office.
There's no way
Yeah.
to be able to figure
Yeah.
that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, this trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times. I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonya. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Uh-oh.
Please stop. I will never become queen.
She took a big dump. That's exactly what it is.
I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course
Cameras.
this trial still counts.
Yeah, man.
Your very best to guess who the
It's like the
killer
whole
is.
thing of, you know how Batman's superpower is he has money? It's like Monokuma's superpower is he has cameras. Just
How
everywhere.
are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do? No. It's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Quickly, everyone vote for Sonya. That's the one way we do it.
Is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the
Oh, are we making the
I want to
comic
make sure
book
my
now?
hunch is correct.
So these
Hajime,
characters either talk in
please.
absolutes
Yeah.
or in vague terms when they don't want you to understand something that they're trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't mean the trial is over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, it should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it. Even
is
if even if it leads to despair. I
do
got
this
it. All right.
That's it. Jeez.
No, man, we're doing it. Closing argument.
I got
begin.
it.
Yeah, man. Okay, finish the thought. We have done a million of these. What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? Well, it was poison, but I don't think there's... Yeah, poison's not here. What's placed inside the break room? I mean, the fire grenades, but we also don't have that. What's beyond the Monokuma panel?
The bottom left one's not needed.
But yeah, that's true. Yeah, so if it's here, we saw it up there, so we don't need it. What's this? Oops, I let go of the cord. I'll grab the spear with my cord in the left hand. Play some music. We don't need the music one because that's
No,
there.
yeah.
His whole body wasn't tied up. Just like go to the core. No, it's not that. I think, okay, the poison shattered from the grenade is probably, where is it? Here? Inside the thrown grenade was, yeah. poison. And then he let go of the cord. Reason we went to the warehouse, there's a fire. Nagito propped the knife off or up with something. In order to hurt himself. Oops, I let go of the cord. Probably? Nope, wrong. I don't know. How do they support this?
That one looks like that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so this one has to go somewhere. Oh, wait, no, it should go No, it should go here.
That one's letting go of the cord, so that means just before he gets stabbed in the chest.
So... What? So... Yeah, there we go.
Okay, I finally figured out that hole in that freaking stuffed Monokuma.
Yeah.
Is that the knife was in it?
Yeah, so he propped the knife up.
Stabbed his hand, and then his blood went into it, and then he knocked it out of the way.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I thought that's what we decided.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, why the hell? It looks like a spear hole, and it looks way too big for a knife to need to go in there, like that.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't even hold. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Nagito propped the knife up with something. We still don't have that. In order to hurt himself. Actually, wait, this might be... What's beyond the Monokuma? No. His whole body wasn't tied up. Knocked out his refrigerator. Right before switching the poison, he put the mask on, even though he already put the mask on there.
Yeah.
What's placed inside the break room?
He put 2 masks on.
Dude, maybe. It's very possible. What's beyond the Monokuma? I want to... Nagito's video message. Where does his message go? Did they already put his message up here? No, they haven't. Well, the reason they went to the warehouse, Nagito's message. That makes sense. Propped up knife with something. In order to hurt himself, he put the mask over himself. Perfect. And then his whole body wasn't tied up. Oh, wait. Oh, first one. What was inside the refrigerator? It was Monokuma's special poison. Right before switching the poison, he took the cap off. Yeah, man, really intense. What's placed inside the break room? Throwing grenade one after another. Ooh, that looks a little sexual. Just throwing that out there. It's a little
stabby.
It's a little stabby.
Yeah.
His whole body wasn't tied up because he had a knife. I didn't read that one. I'll tie up the burn rod with my right hand. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, last stock. Was placed in the break room. It was that thing, and then I think it's just the lighter. No, the lighter. Where is it? Oh, what's beyond the Monokuma panel? The lighter. Nice, dude.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
We did it.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
I was just thinking, every time they go to this, it just shows
item inside his cottage
Hajime just like drawing all this and presenting it to everyone.
Yep. I'd like to imagine that, like, between each, like,
the ultimate artist,
right? Between each of these, like, panels or whatever, he'll say, like, you know, this sentence, and then half an hour later he's done doing the other panel, so then he'll move on to this one, right? And then he'll say another thing.
Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that,
and then after he says this, another half an hour later, he like has to make another panel.
With that, Nagito finished making the poison.
And at this point, it's been like 4 hours, and nobody's paying attention to him anymore. they're like, Hajime, we have let you do this on every class trial.
It's like,
can you please stop?
And put it back with the rest of the
why did he put aluminum on it? Why didn't he just put the seal back on? Why? There was no need for the aluminum seal. You just needed the cap again. It's a twist off.
I mean, for dramatic effect, you know, to leave evidence, because it's Nagito, and he's like, eh.
For the bomb. That's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
instead of the Bad's warehouse.
In order to set up a fire,
Do they have a
arranged the
Bad's
Monokuma
warehouse?
panels in a line going from the
Like where
door
they sell you bads
to the
instead of
curtain.
goods.
Place an oil lighter in front of it.
It's like, oh, here's an oil lighter, but it's broken.
From there, Nagito set his insane
Or like, here's a
plan in
camera,
motion.
but its lens is always foggy.
First,
Here's
he hung
an
the spear that he
iPod
took from
Shuffle,
the
but
Izumi
someone
castle
peed
from
on
the
it
ceiling
thinking it
girded
was
by its cord.
a pregnancy test. Have you heard of that before? that joke?
No.
It's it was something like
However, he burnt off the
oh
rope
no,
on
what
his
is it? I
right
think
arm
it's a
before-
Julian Smith sketch.
Don't know who that is.
Julian Smith?
Nope.
You know, he did
Doing
he's
so,
the
he made
I
sure
made
that
this
only
for
his right hand
you.
was free,
Like
while
that
his
guy,
remaining
he does
arm and
the
legs were
he did
tied up.
Malk. He did
Malk?
yeah, Malk.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's the guy who did that.
Oh, okay.
As he
Yeah,
put the tip of the
and
rope
warm
hanging
Kool-Aid.
over the
That's a
ceiling
great
girder
one.
with his left hand.
Warm Kool-Aid is fantastic.
He laid down face up,
Never get
just
naked in your
beneath the
shower.
dangling
That's a
spear.
great one. It's very true. It's
this
about
is
how
just
he'll
the
only get
beginning of
naked in
Nagito's
his own
plan.
shower,
And
but if he
then
goes to like
he
a
did
friend's
something no
house
one
and he
could
has to have a
predict.
shower, he's not getting naked. And
First,
it's great
he
because he's
covered
in a
his mouth
full-on
with
like
duct
suit and tie the entire
He
time.
was unable to
It's a
scream.
country song and he's playing in this guy's shower and it's I'll show it to you after this, but it's fantastic.
He stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally,
So, out of all this guy's
he popped the
planning,
knife on the plushie and slammed his
the
right
one
hand
thing
onto the
that could have
blade.
screwed it all up
He didn't
is
just
if
want
they
us to
didn't
think
find
he
the
was
fire
tired.
grenades.
He also wanted us to
Yeah,
think he
oh
was
yeah.
tortured.
Oh,
Because
100%.
the fire would have still went out.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
yeah, what if, yeah.
Through all this,
Basically, if they
Nagito
did,
never
if
let
Sonya
go of
had
the
not
spear.
said, hey, let's go get the fire
His
grenades,
plan still
they
wasn't
would
over.
have just
In fact, it was
basically
just about to begin.
done nothing. And then the
then it
water
just-
would have went off and then he would have then he would have killed himself.
Yeah.
Right? All they had to do was not get the. I still think
we
Sonya
finally
should be the
arrived
one
at the
who
Plushie factory
is getting the
and
shit
found
for it.
Nagito's
Yeah.
Maybe
After
she
seeing
will.
his
I don't
message,
know.
we
I mean,
instantly
I do
made our
know,
way to
but
the
you don't know,
warehouse.
and that's the more important thing.
But that was part of Nagito's plan. We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the
You know what they
sudden
should
fire,
put at the
we
very
rushed to the
beginning
factory's break
of
room to
like
obtain some
every
fire extinguishing
Danganronpa
grenades.
game, or every class trial, should be like, don't do this at home.
Aimed for the fire's origin point, which
You
was
know,
the
some
curtain, and unloaded the
impressionable
entire
kid
supply.
or teenager is gonna get this and be like, wow,
never occurred to
I
us
want to
that
set
one of
up
those
my own
grenades was the
suicide
poison
and
grenade
blame
that
someone
Nagito
else
had
for
prepared.
it. I want to be Nagito. He's such a great role model. He's such an angsty
Poison
teenager,
sank to
just
the
like
floor,
me.
instantly vaporizing due to the intense
man.
heat and spread.
Oh. Boom.
So, you know what this is telling me?
What?
At the back of the warehouse,
That
where Nagito was.
if I don't know if it's
Monokuma's
really like
poison has a
applicable
unique
here,
quality in
but
which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized.
suicide by cop
That poison gas
So if he-
completely
if
he-
absorbed
if he
the air where
dies,
Nagito lay face up on the floor.
it's counted as suicide. So technically, this still is a
There,
suicide.
Nagito inhaled
Yeah,
the poison.
that's
And if it
very
didn't
true.
instantly
If this
kill
is a
him,
murder,
he
then
certainly
this
lost
thing is telling everyone that, you know, whoever killed the person, even if it's a suicide
caused
by
him to
cop,
let go of
it's
the
still
rope
a
in his left
murder
hand,
by the
and
cop.
falling spear plunged into
Pretty
his
much,
stomach.
yeah.
So this is taking a stance that not many people take,
Yeah,
This is all the
yeah,
information
they're very
related to
well.
or can force
His true intention was to
enforce.
set
or
Yeah.
one of us
whatever.
up as the
They were
killer.
very ahead of their time back in because this came out in 2012,
At
I
this
think.
time, we still don't know who the killer
2012,
is.
maybe
The year-
2013.
wasn't
The
aware
year
they
the world
killed
ended.
someone.
Yeah, dude.
Try
Yeah.
as we might, we cannot reach that
I'm
truth.
glad they actually
was
like, you know,
Nagito's
didn't
trap.
do a world-ending thing, like to try it in with 2012 and
In
everything.
conclusion,
You know, not like
the fact that
Assassin's
we
Creed
can't
did,
determine the
where
killer's
they were like,
identity.
"Oh, 2012, it's the end of everything." For some reason, it just kind of came out of nowhere. Oh my God, they're all the bad guys, or none of them are the bad guys. They didn't show the bad guy person, so it's kind of just random.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
It's the truth, but you didn't find out who did
How
it.
about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out
This
who the killer
is the set of events that happened,
Yeah,
not the truth.
yeah, exactly.
Because you never chose the person.
Right.
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
Are you saying we just have to vote for someone?
I blame Monokuma. Let's vote for him.
Probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was? He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way hope can lose. Absolute hope that can break through any despair can never lose in a place like this. And not only that, I believe in you all. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
Why using believe?
See, well, so...
'Cause he's more likely
Believe.
There you go.
What's wrong with that?
That's why I'm more like Kazuichi.
Yeah.
Something that Nagito
What do you mean believe?
Yeah.
It's like you can calculate the there's so many things he could have done.
You're like Kazuichi, but you don't have the simp version, or like he's the simp version of you. Let's just say, we'll just say that. What Nagito believed in.
The 2019 guy.
Oh, here we go. The surveillance cameras, despair, Hajime Hinata, or his talent. What did he believe in the most?
What did he believe in the most?
3, 2,
up one.
Oh, I was gonna say his talent. His luck. Because he's the ultimate
right.
lucky. Yeah.
I was just gonna say Nagito.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
Fair enough. He believed in himself. After all the time we've spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be all right.
I guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
So that's where he believed in. He believed in his luck.
Ultimate luck to be so lucky to kill himself.
That his plan.
Relying on the same
Yeah, pretty much.
But
he orchestrated the whole thing and was like, wow, this will never work. Good thing I have ultimate luck.
To make it go my way.
Exactly.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared
Dang
the
it,
final
Nagito's a
dead in the
hacker.
funhouse.
He's aimbotting or whatever. It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet in the gun. Okay, we know how to play Russian roulette. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. No, we don't need to flash back. That's right, I trust in my luck.
So
okay, we gotta...
He's manifest destiny at all times.
Pretty much.
He's like, oh, I want this, so I'm going to get it.
Right?
So technically, he would kill himself then.
Yeah. I mean, you make a fair point. You make a very valid point.
So that nobody would actually intentionally kill him. He made them kill him by having the luck that he knew that was going to affect it to make him kill himself.
You know what? This makes me think of Death Note, where it's like, if Light writes your name down with how you are, like, for a suicide option for you or whatever, or like a way of killing yourself, does that mean he killed you or did you kill yourself? Because this is teaching people that he killed you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess in that situation is good.
This is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody.
That's true.
He probably had a target.
Uh-huh.
A target he was aiming for all along.
Right, who was the
A person
target?
to set up as the killer.
Who's he been trying to get the entire time?
It was going to be Hajime.
Not Hajime.
But it sounds like Sonya to me.
A target?
Well, who's someone he's trying to find out the entire game?
Fine.
Right.
Oh, the future group people, right?
Well, that's
So
what that's what,
what the what the fuck you call it? I can't remember the word.
the Future Foundation is what they're called.
The
target's
intruder
true identity.
in
Even Nagito didn't know
the
it.
traitor. That's
Traitor,
the
there
word I was
you
looking
go.
for. I had to
That's
say
why
a
he
bunch of
relied
different
on
words to
being
figure it
ultimate
out.
lucky
Yeah.
student, and incorporated that luck
So
into
yeah,
his
so
plan.
he's been trying to find the traitor the entire
As
time.
long as he
I still
had his
like that
luck,
from Star
he
Wars.
believed the
It's like
target was
traitor.
You're right.
I have no idea. It stuck with me for so long, and I don't know why. It's not really that good of a meme.
Well, it was like the biggest meme from that movie for a while.
Probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
The meme from the second movie, I think, was shirtless Kylo Ren, which everyone was going crazy
Who's
about.
the target Nagito was after?
And then the entire third movie was just a meme itself.
The angle was too low, and it made him look wider.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what the answer is. The traitor! It was definitely Monami.
That's it?
Monami's the traitor!
He was dealing in stocks too much.
Yeah. The
No,
traitor.
Kazuichi.
Oh my god. Oh, jeez.
He relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then, what he said in his video message.
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity, but I was a little annoyed and never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Akane was sweating bullets from that. He was bluffing.
Yeah, he was bluffing. He didn't know who the traitor was.
She seemed very suspicious. Same with Hajime.
His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
He just wanted to out the traitor. He didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
And Monami's like, what is going on?
It's gonna be
it looks like you've got something
Monami.
you want to say.
Oh.
But you better just keep
It sounds
your
like
mouth
she's the more
shut.
likely situation here. That's the traitor.
And
Because
that
she's
concludes
always
my
has
argument.
information that she's not allowed to say.
That is very true. She had, and you know, we have seen cutscenes with her like clearly talking to someone, but like no one's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him.
But you also
What
have to
are you gonna
remember,
do?
Monami wasn't there
You
to
guys
throw a
gonna believe
grenade,
me?
Yeah.
right? So it couldn't technically be her. If we're assuming that Nagito's luck was the thing that, yeah. He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It sounds way too unbelievable to have actually
The only
happened.
thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck
That's
when we
right.
cast our votes.
Everyone knows what you need in a trial is
But
belief,
even if we
not
do
evidence.
believe, what should
Just
we do?
straight up belief.
I mean, if
We
don't
can't
know who
solve
the
this
target
trial,
is,
so I
there's
believe
no
that
way
you're
we
the
can even
killer.
vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
I would like to listen. Oh, we all select the traitor as the one who did it. Who's the traitor? No, it was the traitor.
It was the
who did
traitor. Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know who that was, but I know it's the traitor who did it.
Yeah, and then the rest of the game, like chapter 6, is you're in Monokuma's position, and you're trying to find evidence of who the traitor is, so that you can finally
Nagito
execute
kept
them.
acting so reckless,
Uh,
but they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it.
and we'll find out why they couldn't do it on the next episode. Whoa! Holy crap!
Because they're the traitor.
Yeah, but
They can't reveal themselves. Because
because if they did, they'd be
then
revealed.
they wouldn't be they'd be just the traitor.
Then they'd be honest, and then they would.
Yeah.
It
would no longer be the traitor.
Yeah, right? They'd be the ally. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, do the things you do for everyone else, but do it for us. And yeah.
They can't volunteer the information, otherwise they won't be the traitor anymore. So they would make it not true.
Exactly,
They have to be
right?
found out in order to be the traitor.
Yeah. See, now you understand Danganronpa logic.